Everyone, you're welcome to solve this nice algebra problem, which is t squared minus t to the power of 3. This is equal to 36. So what are the values of t? Now, let's provide a solution from here. So we have t squared minus t to the power of 3. This is equal to 36. So let's take 36 on the left-hand side so that we have t squared minus t to the power of 3 minus 36. This is equal to 0. Now, this is t squared minus t to the power of 3 minus 36, which is the same thing as minus 27 minus 9. This is equal to 0. So therefore, you have t squared minus t to the power of 3 minus 27. This is the same thing as 3 to the power of 3. Then minus 9, which is 3 to the power of 2. This is equal to 0. Now, we have t to the power of 2 and 3 to the power of 2 here. So we can express this as t to the power of 2 minus 3 to the power of 2. Then subtract t to the power of 3 minus 3 to the power of 3. This is equal to 0. So we have t squared minus 3 squared. Then here we have minus into the parentheses. This is the same thing as t to the power of 3 plus 3 to the power of 3. This is equal to 0. Now we have two parts here. The first part here is the difference of two perfect squares that we can express as a squared minus b squared. Now the second part here, this is the sum of two cubes expressed as a to the power of 3 plus b to the power of 3. So from the first part here, a squared minus b squared, this can be expressed as a plus b. Then we have a minus b. So this means that t squared minus 3 squared, this is the same thing as t plus 3 multiplying by t minus 3. Let's call this equation 1. Then we have a to the power of 3 plus b to the power of 3. This can be expressed as a plus b. Into the bracket here, we have a squared minus a times b plus b squared. And therefore, we have that t to the power of 3 plus 3 to the power of 3. This is the same thing as t plus 3. Into the parentheses, this is t squared minus 3t, then plus 3 squared, which is 9. This is equal to 0. Now, let's call this equation 2. Now, we can combine these two so that we have t plus 3. Then we have t minus 3. Then subtract, here we have t plus 3. Then we have t squared minus 3t plus 9. This is equal to 0. Now we have that t plus 3 is common here. So we can factor out t plus 3. So that now into the parentheses here, we have t minus 3 minus here we have t squared minus 3t plus 9. This is equal to 0. So we have t plus 3 multiplying by here we have t minus 3. Let's open this parenthesis here. So we have minus t squared minus times minus 3t. So this becomes plus 3t. Then minus times plus 9. This becomes minus 9. Cross the parenthesis. This is equal to 0. So we have t plus 3. Then here we have, now we can express this as minus t squared. Then t plus 3t. So this is plus 4t. Then we have minus 3 minus 9. So this is minus 12. Cross the parenthesis. This is equal to 0. So we have two parts here. We have t plus 3. This is equal to 0. And we have minus t squared plus 4t. the minus 12, this is equal to 0. Here we can divide everything here by minus 1. So minus t squared divided by minus 1. So this is t squared, then plus 4t divided by minus 1. This is minus 4t, then minus 12 divided by minus 1. This is plus 12. This is equal to 0. From the first part here, we have that t1 is equal to minus 3. t1 is equal to minus 3. Now, the second part here is a quadratic equation where we have a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 4, and that c is equal to 12. Now, we can solve for the value of t2, t3 by applying the quadratic formula here, which is minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 is c, everything here divided by 2 times a. Now, substituting the values of a, b, and c, then here we have minus 4 plus or minus the square root of minus 4 squared, which is 16, subtract 4 times a, which is 1, then times c, which is 12, everything here divided by 2 times 1. So this implies that here we have minus times minus 4. This is 4 plus or minus the square root of 16 minus 12 times 4, which is 48. Everything here divided by 2. So now here we have 4 plus or minus the square root of, now we have 16 minus 48, and this is minus 32. Everything here divided by 2. Now we can express the square root of minus 32. This is the same thing as we have square root of 16 multiplying by 2, then multiplying by minus 1. Everything here divided by 2. So this implies that we have 4 plus or minus the square root of 16, this is 4, square root of minus 1, this is I, then square root of 2. Everything here divided by 2. The next step is that in the numerator here, we have that 2 is common. So we can factor out 2 so that into the parentheses, we have 2 plus or minus 2i square root of 2. Everything here divided by 2. So we can simplify 2 and 2 here so that now t2, t3, this is equal to, now we have 2 plus or minus 2i square root of 2. Now, these are two complex solutions. These are two complex solutions. We have that t2 is equal to 2 plus 2i square root of 2. And we have that t3 is equal to 2 minus 2i square root of 2. We only have one real solution here, which is t1, which is equal to minus 3. So this is the only real solution that we have. So the next step from here is to verify that this real solution here satisfies the equation. So if you recall, we have that t squared minus t to the power of 3. This is supposed to give us a value of 36. Substituting t, which is minus 3, then we have minus 3 to the power of 2, then minus 3 to the power of 3. This should give us a value of 36. So we have minus 3 squared, this is 9, then subtract, here we have minus 3 to the power of 3, this is minus 27. This is supposed to give us a value of 36. So this implies we have 9 minus times minus 27, this is plus 27. This is supposed to give us a value of 36. So 27 plus 9, this is equal to 36, which is equal to 36. So the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. And this implies that t, which is minus 3, a real solution here, satisfies the equation. So kindly follow the steps, like this video, and kindly subscribe. Please like this video and subscribe. See you in the next video.